everyone, my name is Marie. Welcome to my channel and welcome to another speed build. So first of all, I just want to say happy 2022 to all of you. It's January 2nd today actually, so the new year has just started. And yeah, I just really want to wish you all the most wonderful new year, and I hope that you did something fun to celebrate the start of the new year. And so yeah, I just really want to quickly wish you a happy new year. And for the first speed build of the year actually, or really just the first video of the year, today I'm building this little tropical beach shack, if you will, a little beach hut, just a tiny little beach house. At this point, I'm still not really sure what I want to call it just yet, but I knew that I wanted to go for something tiny. I really thought it would be just like a nice change of pace because for the last few months, I've done my fair share of wintry builds, like snowy builds or just wintry builds with no snow but still wintry. I've done a lot of them over the past few months, which makes sense, of course, and I really enjoyed that. But for the first video of the year, I thought, why not do something completely different? I know it's still winter time and whatnot, and I'm really not ready for summer or anything just yet, which I know a lot of people are actually, like right after Christmas and then like right after New Year's. Some people are like, okay, now I'm done with the winter time. Now I just want it to be summer again, which I understand that. I really do. I'm just not one of those people because I hate the summertime. I despise the summertime. I cannot deal with the heat. I mean, I can deal with it whenever I'm on vacation because like then I'm like prepared for it. And then when I'm going to like a country where it's warm, where it's like supposed to be warm, it actually feels nice. And then when you're on vacation, I guess your mindset is just different. But when I'm just at home and when I'm working and whatnot, and it's like summertime in the Netherlands, and then like sometimes we'll have these heat waves and it just sucks. I can't deal with it. I actually despise it so much. So yeah, I'm actually really a wintry and fall kind of person. But yeah, for like the first video of the year, I thought, why not do something completely different? Why not just like steer away from the winter and the snow for a second here and build a little tropical house in Simmary, which has actually been a lot of fun because I haven't built in Simmary for a while. So it was nice to actually come back here, and this is actually one of my favorite lots in this world as well, which is why I was enjoying it so much probably. I love that it's like just this very cozy little spot on the beach and in the water, and just it's a nice little area. I just really love this lot. And also the lighting on this lot is really good, which it's not this good for all of the lots in Simmary. Definitely the lighting can be a little bit difficult here sometimes. But for this lot, it actually works out. And yeah, I'm just really happy with how this little house turned out. So it's just a little beach shack. The size of it and like the shape of it is very simple. It's really nothing complicated, but I did have a lot of fun with it. I really tried to make it a little bit more detailed with like some flowers and like vines and stuff on the side of the house and some flower boxes. And yeah, I just put some stuff like some little details on the roof, like some sort of air conditioning unit, if you will, and then that satellite dish and stuff. I just really tried to put in some little details to make it look a bit more on the realistic side, but at the same time make it look extra cartoony, if you will, because I do feel like this house looks very cartoony. But yeah, I just think it looks very cute. It's just a little square, a little box with some bump outs here and there, and it's very small. And I furnished it for 1 sim total. I'm sure that you could have 2 sims sleeping in this house. It does have a double bed. However, it is up against the wall, so your sim would need to scoot over actually, and I think that works for everyone now, so that should not be an issue. But yeah, I was just thinking that this house could be perfect for 1 sim. I was actually really trying to make these debug items work, but they were just a little bit too bulky and it wasn't really working. So sadly, I deleted them, but I still really want to use those debug items sometimes. Anyway, I really just got a little bit sidetracked there. But yeah, I furnished this house for 1 sim total. I was thinking that the sim was living by themselves. And whenever I build in Simmary, I always tend to go for the storyline where the sim living here has really dedicated their life to cleaning up the beaches, cleaning up the oceans, taking care of wildlife, in the ocean and around the ocean. And yeah, they have just really dedicated their life to cleaning up the environment as best as they can. So that's definitely what I was thinking for this sim as well. I mean, it's a little bit repetitive maybe because like I said, that's usually what I go for whenever I'm building in Simmary. But for some reason it just makes sense. And I could just really see an activist sort of sim living in this house, really fighting for a better climate, fighting for a better environment, cleaning up the beaches, getting rid of plastic, stuff like that. And I just thought that that was very fitting and very perfect for this little house. So this house actually ended up being quite colorful. I used a lot of colorful items. It has a lot of pastel colors on the inside of the build as well. And then at first I was thinking of leaving the whole place one room, like not closing off anything except for the bathroom. But then in the end, I actually needed some more walls to like put stuff up against. So I decided to close off the bedroom and yeah, create a little kitchen in this corner by the back door. And the house on the inside is quite modern. I use these modern countertops from Island Living, and I haven't really been using those either. I really love these countertops, and then especially the island ones. You can see like the waterfall edges for the island counters, and it just looks so gorgeous. So yeah, I was really happy that I was able to use these counters again. I kind of forgot about them existing for some reason. I mean, I didn't really forget about them existing, but I don't know, I haven't used them for quite some time. And yeah, sometimes I will just use them for like more modern homes and bathrooms and whatnot, but for some reason I just haven't really been doing that. So I was very happy to revisit those counters and place them in this house. And then I also used some Dream Home Decorator in here, mainly because the wood tone was perfect. It really went perfectly with the rest of the color scheme for this house. So yeah, I did use some Dream Home Decorator items. And then I used that little couch from Paranormal Stuff, which I thought was just perfect for this house. Especially in that like little, in that swatch with a little print with the leaves. Somehow it kind of looks tropical. It works for this house at least. So yeah, I was really happy using that little couch because it does come in the cutest swatches, and they definitely don't always go for my homes, but for this house, it worked perfectly. So yeah, I was definitely able to use some items in here that I haven't been using lately, mainly because I've just been doing like family homes in the winter time. So then this sort of vibe is really not the sort of thing that that you would gravitate towards. But I actually repeated this little chair, this little wicker chair from the Solani pack. What's it called? Island Living. I actually repeated that chair a couple of times because I placed it on the front porch, then I placed it again in the living room, and then I placed it again in the bedroom. So it's a little bit repetitive maybe, but that chair is just so perfect. It was so perfect for this house. It's small, you can fit it in little corners, it goes everywhere, the swatches are cute. So yeah, I felt okay repeating it a couple times throughout this build. So I hope you don't mind too much. And I also thought that that was quite realistic. Like the Sim probably bought just 3 of those chairs. They probably found 3 matching chairs in like a thrift store or something, and then they just got all of them and placed them in and around their house. I just thought that that would make sense. I also put this nice bookcase from Seasons. I am actually building with medium wall height, which is not something I usually do, especially not for tiny homes, but for this house, it just kind of works. So yeah, I'm building with medium wall height, and that gave me the opportunity to actually place this medium wall height bookcase from Seasons, which came once again in the perfect wood swatch. So I was really happy about that, and I just cluttered it up with some cute little items, decorative stuff from Seasons, or I mean Island Living, like some vases and whatnot, and just some plants. And I think it turned out so cute. But yeah, you can just really see this little tiny home come together. It's pretty self-explanatory. The storyline is not too complicated either. So yeah, I just really wanted to ask you guys, do you have any New Year's resolutions or anything? I usually don't really, because I don't really see the point. It's also probably because I know that I'm not really good at keeping those resolutions, if that makes sense. Like, I'm just not the best. So usually I just don't do that, but I'm really curious. Do you have any resolutions, and what are your resolutions? I do actually have a couple this year, mainly because I started a bullet journal. So I needed to fill my pages, and I made like a resolutions/goals for the new year spread. So I need some things to fill that up with. So I just decided to go ahead and make some resolutions for myself, because why not? Just give it a try. So one of my resolutions is actually to start streaming over on Twitch. I know that I set this last year. I think last year I mentioned at the beginning of the year as well that one of my goals for 2021 was to start streaming on Twitch. Sadly, I couldn't make that happen because I literally did not have the time. Like, I am kind of busy because I do also just have a job, and then I also do theater stuff, and then I also do this, and everything takes a lot of time. So actually, I do really feel like at some point I have to start making some choices, which I'm not looking forward to. Maybe I don't have to make some choices. I don't know. I don't know how everything is going to play out. But yeah, last year, I just really did not have the time to start streaming on Twitch. But this year, I think I actually might, because with the whole theater thing, last year I was in the middle of actually still writing a play. So that took up a lot of my time. This year, the play is actually done. So we're not writing it. We're just going to be playing and rehearsing, which obviously is still going to take a lot of time, but it's going to be a little bit different. And I think it's going to take a little bit less of my time. So I might actually be able to find a good schedule in which I could fit in streaming over on Twitch, because I really do want to do that. I did set up my whole like Streamlabs and stuff, and it's pretty much all ready to go. I'm also kind of anxious though. It is kind of scary, but I am very excited about it. So yeah, I'm just telling you guys this so you can hold me accountable, and I really want to try and stream over on Twitch. So yeah, just if you're not following me on Instagram already, you should definitely go ahead and do so, because I will announce it over there, like in my stories or in a post or what have you, whenever I do end up going live. But that is definitely something I want to make happen this year, and I'm feeling pretty good about it. So I think we can make it happen. So yeah, I'm very excited about that. And then another thing I really want to try and make an effort is I really want to start using less plastic, in the sense that at some point during this year, I want to be completely plastic free when it comes to body products and hair products and stuff like that. Like for groceries, I try my best already, and I have been doing that for years. In the grocery store, sometimes you don't have a choice. Like sometimes things are just packaged and you don't have a choice. But when it comes to care products, you actually do have a choice, because there are a lot of shops these days where you can buy like soap bars and like shampoo bars and body wash bars and stuff like that without plastic, and also without microplastic in the product itself, because a lot of shampoos and care products have like microfibers or like microplastic. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure what it's called, but a lot of items or a lot of products actually have that in them, which is really bad. So I really want to make a better effort at buying items without plastic. And at some point this year, I want to be completely plastic free when it comes to care products. So yeah, that is actually something that goes hand in hand with the storyline for this build, which is nice. But yeah, I really want to make an effort. I have been making efforts in that regard, but not as good as I could. Like I'm not doing as well as I can when it comes to that. My English is a little bit broken today. I hope that's fine. That just sometimes happens and I can't really help it. So I'm trying my best to explain everything as best as I can. But yeah, those are my two biggest resolutions. Oh, and I also want to read more. I love to read. I read every single day, but I don't really make enough time to read. I read every single night before I go to sleep, but that's like 2 or 3 pages before I will start falling asleep, and then eventually just close my book and go to sleep. But I love to read. I love to read so much. I really want to make more time to actually read and get through some more books, because I'm a very slow reader, and whenever I can only read like 2 or 3 pages a day, it's going to take me a year to get through a single book. And I really want to read more books during the year. So yeah, that is one thing I want to do as well. But yeah, let me know, what are your resolutions for 2022? And the build is actually already finished. So let's jump right into the game and I'll show you the house in real time. So here we have the little tiny house in the game. I feel like it looks very inviting. The color scheme is light and bright and kind of fresh, and it does have some pops of color here and there, and definitely a lot of greenery as well, which is probably not super realistic for a beach build, but it's fine. It's The Sims and I can do whatever I want. And then I also really love the back. I think it's so cute. It's so cozy, and I just love this little patio with the step down little staircase over here. And then we have these lounge chairs and a yoga mat and a meditation stool as well, because I was definitely thinking that the Sim living here would enjoy wellness. They have a little barbecue out here and their little boat as well. So at the front of the house, we have some nice decorations. I really enjoyed enjoyed using this decoration, this little surfboard item. I never use it, but it's so cute. I also placed a bicycle. Obviously, it's not very easy to ride a bike on the beach, but Solani does have all these little roads like this all over the island. So I feel like it would definitely make sense for this sim to have a bike to just kind of go around the place. So yeah, we have this little front porch with a picnic table and a lot of plants and a nice little chair. And then when we go inside, the house is very, very small, but it's quite colorful and it is definitely very cozy. So we have the front door over here and then this little nook where they can store their shoes and they have a mirror. Then we have this nice bookcase and the living area over here. It's actually the first time I was able to use this lamp from the Blooming Rooms kit. I've never used this one before, but I had the perfect spot for it. And I mean, for this house, for the whole vibe, it was just perfect. So I'm so happy about that. But yeah, we just have a little entertainment unit with a small TV and some decorations. And then back here, we have the kitchen. I love the kitchen. It's super, super small, but it is very nice. We have the stove and the sink over here and then some overhead shelves as well. And then the fridge in a fun blue color that kind of matches these little curtains in a way. And the bar stools as well, actually. And then I also placed a little laptop because obviously there is no room for a whole separate office or like desk or what have you. So I just placed a laptop in the kitchen and I think that that makes perfect sense. And then over here we have the cluttered bedroom. I think it's very cozy in here. It's very colorful for sure. We have this bed from Solani and then the matching side table and the matching dresser as well. And then the matching chair and ottoman actually too. So yeah, this is definitely a very Solani inspired bedroom. I love these little shelves over the dresser. I feel like it's so cute with the little decorations and stuff. A lot of plants throughout this house. And then over here we have the bathroom. So you do have to walk through the bedroom to get to the bathroom, but I feel like for a tiny house, that's okay. I love how this bathroom turned out. We have the shower and then I used this divider with the vines or like the leaves from Eco Lifestyle and it's so perfect for this bathroom. Then we have the sink with a mirror and a toilet over here and then some storage as well. And obviously this gorgeous hanging plant from the Blooming Rooms kit. But that is actually it for this build. So this tiny beach house is up on the gallery. It comes in at just over 44,000 simoleons. Definitely not a starter home, but I also did not hold back on the decorations and everything. So yeah, it kind of makes sense. I did build it on a 30 by 20 in Solani in the more like downtown area, if that's what you can call it. So if you want to place this build in your game, then that's where it goes. So that's gonna do it for today's video. I really hope that you enjoyed this one. You can obviously go ahead and download it off the gallery if you want to. My username on the gallery is Simmarysims. You can also follow me on Twitter and on Instagram if you'd like. My username on there is Simmarysims as well. If you're not subscribed to my channel already, feel free to do so. And if you want to be notified of every single time I upload a video, just click that little bell icon and you should be fine. So I just want to say thank you so much for watching and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye!